Well, we're back at it this morning. See if we can see a deer. I may be the only person out here. We're getting some extremely heavy rain. I've been here for about 45 minutes to an hour. It just keeps getting harder. Just got just a little bit of daylight. 6 o'clock right now. We'll see if we can see anything peek out here in the field. See if we can lay one down. Alright guys, I'm putting out rat poison at our farm. Up against the wall here, I'm putting out this double tap soft bait. This is what it looks like right here. Putting it up against the wall, and then I'll show you here in a little while. I'm putting out a meal bait up against the slat area. Over here, I'll be putting out meal bait. I've got a little jig that I use for that, but just trying to get all that out. But as I'm walking through here, I'll show you one of the common things that happens in here that we look for all the time. It's water leaks. This can be a huge problem. That's why you walk through your chickens every day. And all this is a chicken that's got up here and twisted that. I'm just gonna tighten that back up. As you can see, it's quit leaking already. And I'll have to come back in here and take this clamp off and move my hose back a little bit. But I'm gonna finish putting out this rat poison. I put it under the slat so the chickens can't get to it. This is a dry one. As you can see, this is kind of how it works. They're dirty. There's a float inside there reading the volume of water that you have. It's not necessarily pressure, it's volume. And then that comes through this regulator into this tube, and then every 12 inches there's a nipple. And that's how the chickens get water. They'll either drink from that nipple or out of the cup. So, thought you might find that interesting. Alright, I got that cover back on. I was going to show you, this is what the focus, what the inside of this bearing housing looks like. So this #1 fan, just about 10 months out of the year, runs non-stop. So I try to grease these. There's a grease zerk. But I try to grease these at least every 2 months. But even at that, these big old fans, they can't stand running non-stop, it seems. They may be just a little bit too big. If I ever build any new houses, I would rather have 12 52-inch fans instead of these 57s, I think. Somebody can correct me on that. Maybe you've had trouble with them. But I've put on, out of these, on my #1 fans, and I can rotate them. I know I can. My fans were, this one will kick on this time, #2 will kick on next time, so on and so forth. But I've already replaced 3 motors on my #1 fans between the 2 houses, and then bearings on both #1s and #10. So maybe looking at something different next time. I don't always pick up my trash, but when I do, I feel pretty good about it. Not only did I pick up my trash, I threw it away. Looky here. So I put out four bags of that double tap soft bait per house, and a bucket and a quarter of the meal bait. And I liked just a little bit being done with that, and I'll show you what it looks like. Up here on the shelf we keep rat poison and different things that we need and are required to have. This is mini blocks. I'll show you what it looks like too. I put the mini blocks outside for the most part. I put it outside in the cool sale areas. It does pretty good in there and in my generator room, places like that. But let me show you what this looks like. By the way, it's No Shave November, so I've not shaved and it's kind of itchy, especially in this dust. Okay, this is Renegade Meal Bait. Same brand as the soft bait. So let's find where do you open it? Right there it is. It's got this little pull tab. It's granulated. So it looks like, if you could smell that, man, does it smell sweet. It smells really good. And it looks like sprinkles. It comes with a little application scoop, which is too small, but I'll show you my homemade wheelie gig that I use to put this under the slat so the chickens actually don't get any of that peck on it. Here's my wheelie gig. I call it Mr. Pepper on a stick. So what I do is stick it in the crack about like that. I'll hold you with this hand. I get about 3 scoops. Then I go about 10, 12 foot down. Do it again. Do that throughout the whole house. All right, I just finished that. Guess what we've got? Jake's wire tighteners. Picked up 2 more bags. They were twice as high as they used to be. Literally, they doubled in price. I used to be able to buy them for $15.99 a bag, I believe it was. Those were $26, $25.99. So crazy, almost doubled in the price. Still a good product, and I really, really like them and enjoy them. We're in the old Chevy. It's a 98. 2500 3/4 ton. Got the fancy steering wheel, the GT Grant. 5-speed manual, 4-wheel drive. It is loaded with fencing tools and everything else. This is our daily farm truck. Well, I have to put a starter on it. It's just had a new clutch and pressure plate, throwout bearing, slave cylinder, and flywheel replaced in it. Should be good for a while. The frame's a little rusty, but we're gonna make it work. So we'll catch you in a minute. Well, we've about got these houses wrapped up. I'm gonna start moving these slats back over here. But I wanted to say Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for everyone who served or serving. The sacrifices that you've made, what time away from your home, friends, family, it don't go unnoticed. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for our country. about up. It's locking right now. And we're locked. Ready to go. So, I'm going to keep on moving these slats. And Whitney called me a minute ago and said that